Chapter 1. Marie, 1810, London, July. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Philidor, the proprietor of this phantasmagoria, the grand gathering of ghosts, as it has been described, he said from centre stage. You have read my advertisements and my claim that tonight will be a memorable one indeed. You will hereafter speak of it in hushed tones, as the wheel of your mind turns and turns again, trying to make sense of what you have witnessed. This Lyceum Theatre is the venue for unveiling my grandest, most complex, and wondrous creation. His grandest, his most complex and wondrous creation. Well, Marie tugged at her dress sleeve, her blood throbbing against the cuff that cut across the top of her arm. How hot it was in here! The veil that separates us from them is thin, so very thin. But what if I told you there was another way to bring the dead to life? To have them walk amongst us again, to live, so to speak, side by side, so their faces never dim from our memory, that their clothes remain animated by a body within them, and their presence remains forever amongst us. What if, ladies and gentlemen, we could cheat death itself? Marie took the hand of Antoinette, the human-sized wax automaton, whom she had dressed in a gown of silver, then adorned her hair with a pearl-encrusted comb and a silver ribbon held in place with steel pins. Marie pressed Antoinette's right fingertip, and the automaton slowly rose to stand. Marie hurriedly took the handkerchief from her corset and dabbed it around Antoinette's neck for good luck, wiped the faint trace of blood it left behind, then opened the curtain and watched her take 1 step, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and there was Philidor to greet her. A slow murmur from the audience grew to a rumble, a volume of whispers like the wind whipping through the leaves. Philidor smiled as he took Antoinette's right hand, wove it through his arm and held it, so that they faced the audience like a newly married couple. The audience stood to clap, while Philidor raised his hand for calm. "Please, take your seats, and we can begin." Marie heard more whispers as the audience were seated. But yes, they murmured, there was no doubt it was her. The silver dress, the hair, the regal bearing, it was all exactly as they had seen in the portraits. "May I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the world's first human-sized waxed automaton, Marie Antoinette, the last Queen of France. She is crafted from the death mask of the real woman's head when she met her end, and made with a secret combination of wax and clockwork. Please, sit down, my dear." Antoinette lowered herself with dignity onto her throne. Marie had decorated a stage chair with gold paint, weaving tendrils of ivy and paste jewels around the high back, and had a cushion made in fur. She studied the faces of those illuminated from the wall's sconces light. Wide mouths, rings that glinted on hands busy with fans. "Now, I'd like to invite 3 audience members up onto the stage, so they can see for themselves that Antoinette is not simply an actor playing a part intended to deceive you. You will be allowed to touch Antoinette, her face, her arms, her dress, and you will see for yourself that I have, for all intents and purposes,